prodigies of Smash Ultimate. Though he took a bit of a hiatus during the midpoint of the game's timeline, upon returning in 2023, he's since picked up a rather curious spider in the eyes of many, Pit, having achieved bar none the highest results on the character up until that point. The running narrative about Pit and his Echo counterpart Pitu, Dark Pit, is that they were always very balanced all-rounders but struggled to push beyond average in just about anything. Whatever aspect in which you can label them strong, countless others were stronger, and so when asking who would be considered the poster child of a mid-tier, then he would say Pit, the most average character in the game. As you know by now, tier lists are hardly representative of a character's popularity. Some are significantly above Pit in rankings and yet see very little play, while a number of mid or even low tiers have comparative representation. Certain tiers as bad characters, whether as a result of the slightly
shadows stretching in the dark, lone figures walking, going up like sparks. There, and I know bunch of strangers looking for peace while the shadows linger. There's no peace, but
to be honest, that's relatively solid combo games and that's nature. Do that and the use of weaponry affords them a fair bit of disjointed range in various aspects. Most notably of all are their special movesets offering a range of utility that grant them a fair bit of matchup resilience. At a surface glance, Pit appears to have almost all the same virtues that players appreciate in Palutena, starting with his normals. Grounded-wise, he has incredible frame data in regards to startup, with none of his attacks possessing a startup longer than 10 frames, including his smash attacks. In fact, Pit has some of the fastest smash attacks in the game as startups of 10, 6, and 5 for his forward, up, and down smashes respectively, making them a regular part of his gameplay in light of how they basically share the same speed as his tilts. And likewise, they're not particularly bad either, giving Pit the same kind of attack speed as brawler characters, but with the benefit of having a disjoint, not unlike Roy for instance. Aerial-wise, he slows down a fair bit, with all of his moves bar neutral or having a startup of frame 10 or higher. Even so, relatively speaking, you won't find him having any trouble with fast attackers, easily going toe-to-toe with them. The aforementioned grounded attacks effortlessly transition into a stream of aerials and vice versa. Coupled with having excellent ground physics, his combo game at 30% bread and butters are quite effective. It also helps the use of frame 4 multi-hitting air, which, in spite of the memes on how terrible its hitboxes are, is an attack most people would gladly trade theirs for. Overall, the vast majority of its normal moves are fairly balanced, not really having any egregious weak points in terms of range, speed, safety, or end length. In addition, courtesy of being a multi-jumper in conjunction with having 3 multi-hitting aerials, the start level can linger much longer than most. Probably his best aspect would be the breadth of combos he has, making it unlikely for him to ever not have something to look for. Early percents you have your classic down throw, sour spot down air into nair, you can even do rising nair into forwarder into dash tech, while tilt can lead into nair at early percents and up air at higher percents. His down tilt can also set up into an aerial or 2 as well. Compared to other disjointed fighters, Pit's definitely got a more diverse array of combos. The second main strength of Pit is neutral. Both Pit and Dark Pit have solid neutral beats, serving as easy ways to apply chip damage to their opponent. And with how fast the speeds that projectiles are, along with their fairly low end lag and even soft staging, you can pressure opponents into approaching without trouble. From then on, Pit's great ground game and ground physics make him a commendable whip punisher. His great neutral game can transition well into a strong edge guarding and ledge trapping game too. His bow can be used for easy games off stage, not to mention neutral is a poor angle and lingering hitboxes, making it super easy to edge guard anyone with bad recoveries. Overall, most would agree that his advantage state is quite good, expected for someone with a modicum of mid-range pressure and good data. His disadvantage, while not great, can be fairly ambiguous to deal with as well. I plan to talk about his vulnerability in this department, of course, but as a multi-jumper, he can mix up when he lands on the ground when he decides to actually reach for the ledge, and let's not forget, he's the only character with the ability to effectively shield in the air thanks to Guardian Orbiters, a shield that can also reflect projectiles and is surprisingly unsafe to hit due to the weird interactions with hitlag. As you can see, at least superficially, it's hard to really pinpoint a glaring weakness with the guy. He's got a bit of everything: movement, combo game, neutral, edge guarding, ledge trapping, defense, punish, poke, zoning, and anti-zoning, all that stuff. And if he's so well put together, why aren't more people playing him? Therein lies the problem. He's balanced in a game where everyone else is unbalanced. The best way I can describe Pit is that he's like that one car on the freeway who drives at a speed limit, 50 miles per hour for the sake of argument. He's doing absolutely nothing wrong, not breaking any laws, but when everyone else is cutting 70 or 80, it makes him look bad because he's disrupting the flow of traffic. Pit's a very straightforward character with a straightforward game plan and straightforward experience. There's nothing in particular that makes him stand out from an experiential standpoint. A low skill floor and frankly low skill ceiling too. Not to say he's a brainless character, Pit, like most generalists, are fundies oriented. They're only as good as the player piloting them. However, he does come off extremely vanilla and honest. Now, I personally don't consider him to be all that honest given how much I hate Guardian Orbiters as a concept, but objectively, Pit lacks that, I suppose, bullshit factor to him. Everything he does is fair. Despite having incredibly fast frame data on the ground, they don't produce disproportionate results. As bad as it sounds, BS is a huge factor for why people lean towards playing a character for the simple reason that players are naturally drawn to gratification in the sense that if you put in X amount of effort to receive X amount of reward, logic dictates you would want to maximize that return on investment, right? Do you think Kazuya would be half as popular as he is now if Electric Wing got this taken out of money intangibility and led to guaranteed conversions at any percent? Probably not. For that matter, Pit has a normal return on investment for just about all of his moves. Virtually every character has one or several attacks with disproportionate return on investment for the effort required to land it. Because I'm a Cloud main, let's use him. I'm actually going to skip his back air and instead talk about Climaxer. On a frame 7 startup with one of the farthest horizontal ranges in the game for a Navi, he strikes 4 separate times for a total of 18.9% after you calculate the fresh move and 1v1 bonus. Despite not having any kill power outside of limit, Cloud has an incredibly rewarding Navi at a shield, especially in relation to how fast and long it is. Others may have more kill power or longer range, such as Iker Crom's respective upbeats, but they're nowhere near safe or fast. That's why it's so tilting to get hit by it, because a Cloud player gets so much reward for something so easy to perform. In contrast, none of Pit's wounds had that BS factor. They all do fair amounts of damage and fair amounts of knockback. That's not to say Pit's a bad character, rather he has the most one-to-one return on investment out of any character in the game. If you're trying to maximize efficiency, Pit is anything but that. Is he a better character than most other fighters? Absolutely, I think he's on the cusp of high tier. But considering he's a straightforward character with a fundies-oriented strategy, he doesn't have a unique playstyle or anything to equalize the disparity like the cheese characters do. Therefore, it's all about numbers, and he has by far the least generous numbers in the game. It's the same reason Lucina isn't played too much despite being generally regarded as a strong character. She has a fair return on investment, but pragmatically, why would you play someone fair when you could play someone unfair and gain more reward for your efforts? Recalling the comparison I made between Pit and Palutena, they're both generalist fighters with a versatile array of moves. Why does Palutena see so much more play than Pit when they're both cut from the same cloth? Because Palutena has more return. The easiest comparison would be their respective nairs. Pit's nair has often been memed off for being a weaker version of Paula's nair, and while I feel like they're not the most comparable, hitbox-wise, yeah, you can kinda see where Pit falls short. Extension their optics, both upgrades are very 10 and multi-hitters with a very vertical launch angle, but Palutena's upgrade is bigger and far stronger, one of the best upgrades in the game in my opinion. Both their back airs are spacing tools with good range and startup along with being safe on shield, but Palutena has invincibility on hers, making it unchallengeable by stuff like dash attacks or up smashes. When comparing Pit's individual moves to Palutena's, even though the formers are really good in their own right, when evaluated against the latters, they don't look quite as appealing. This is reflected across Pit's entire gameplay. He doesn't have enough bullshit to make him stand out in any way, which again isn't a bad thing, but if everyone else has it, then it goes from being a neutral thing to a bad thing. Decent combo game, why not play a character with a better one like Mario, Kazuya, Terry, etc. Decent edge guarding, why not play someone with even better edge guarding like Meta Knight, Pikachu, Jigglypuff, or Lucas. Decent neutral, why not play someone with even better neutral like Samus or Joker. Disjointed hitboxes, why not play Cloud or Aegis. With punishing, there are tons more terrifying options like Peach and Greninja. You can make the argument that Pit makes up for it by having stuff that they don't, which in defense of him is true. Cloud doesn't have a reflector or much offstage pressure, Pikachu has stubby hitboxes, Kazuya doesn't have the best aerial pressure, but the problem is Pit doesn't have enough of those other things to compensate for what he's like.
Oblivion reset.
For example, you can try to say he makes up for his comparatively shorter disjoints by having a projectile, but Palutena's bow or Silver Bow aren't exactly crazy enough to merit being used. They're no charge shot or T-Drill. Like any other competitive game, the nature of Smash Ultimate is that of optimization. Every character has a weakness. However, if the strengths are significant enough to mitigate or outright neutralize those weaknesses, it doesn't matter if they lack something if they can avoid being put in a situation that calls for it. Expectantly, if they're thrown into a circumstance that depends on whatever they're deficient in, they'll get punished for it, but if they don't get put in that position often enough, they don't have to care much about it. Game & Watch is the third lightest character in the game, but when it's impossible to trap him a shield and you're at permanent disadvantage anyway, he doesn't care about his poor durability. Rob is big, but he can outbox boxers and then roll them out with projectiles and hitboxes for days. Pitt, on the other hand, doesn't have strong enough of anything to mitigate the detriment of being thrown into situations you don't want to be thrown in. Fortunately for him, he doesn't have any situations he doesn't want to be in any less than other people do, such as being caught in a juggle scenario or having to recover back to stage. Even when he gets to that point, he should have enough to survive, but it ties back to the central issue of everyone else always feeling like they can get by more comfortably than he can. Even amongst other jack-of-all-trades characters, others feel like they've been given just a bit more privilege. Joker, Palutena, Lucina, Wolf, what have you. Meaning, if it came down to a matter of preference, in that hypothetically you want to focus on a well-rounded character, Pitt is far from the most optimal choice in the field he excels at. So not only is he average in most fields, but he's also average at being average. Beyond the scope of relativity, there are also a few notable downsides to his gameplay that prevent him from being seen as higher than mid-tier by many. First and foremost being his modest kill power and damage tracking capability. Though Pitt does have a plethora of combos and confirms, they don't have the same explosive damage tracking or kill factor as other similar combo strings. Eventually, yes, most of his moves do end up killing. Forward tilt at maybe 130, dash attack at 160 give or take, forward air at 140, up air at around 120 depending on how high above the ground you are, upper dash or electroshock arm, or a forward throw near the ledge can work as last ditch kill options too. But realistically, the main ways Pitt can score a kill at early percent is through smash attack or back air, neither of which are that easy to land as straight hits. Unless you can edge guard or camp your opponent, you're likely going to run into a sheep type problem where you can rack up damage, but trying to finish the job can be difficult. Secondly, as a multi-jumper, Pitt's airspeed does not at all echo his ground speed, making it really easy to wall and juggle him as he tries to land or make an aerial approach. And when trying to recover, Pitt players try to avoid using their LB at all costs for the same reason people say Arsene Joker recovery is worse than base Joker. It is one of the easiest LBs in the game to do it, so while Pitt can do a bang of chop edge guarding his opponent, it's ironically also easy to edge guard him. Finally, I think the last thing about Pitt is that he just doesn't really have sauce. He's at mid-mid or mid-gutter levels of Resident Sleeper, but nothing he does is particularly impressive to players. Yes, he has elaborate combos, but like I said before, he has a fairly low skill ceiling. There's only so much you can pull off on him, and after a while it starts to get pretty one-dimensional. Lower tier characters might struggle more heavily in certain areas, but they can make up for it by blowing you to pieces when they do find their win condition, as is the case with the likes of Donkey Kong, Bowser Jr., Instant, K-Rool, Banjo, etc. Success on Pitt comes down to good play, good fundamentals, a strong advantage state, and that's about it. To his credit, Pitt's a good character. He's like a solid B+ student. Not someone who you should write off, but it's understandable why people don't find him that appealing to pick up. If you don't have character appeal from your home franchise, nor do you have the big plays, all you can default to are stats and numbers, of which Pitt doesn't really have that much of. That being said, it's a treat to watch whenever Zach Gray plays Pitt. It's the ultimate test of fundamental knowledge and expertise, not really carried by anything but your own skill and execution. I do think Pitt's an underrated character, but at the same time I think he's a definition of mid-tier. Someone who can get results if you put in the work, but don't expect him to get you as far as any of the higher top tiers. Anyways, that's it for today. Let me know your thoughts on Pitt in the comments down below if you agree or disagree with my points. For now though, if you enjoyed the video, a like and subscribe would be much appreciated. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter @FarsFair, join my Discord server, and check out my other Why No One Plays episodes if you haven't yet. Until next time, thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.
At least I don't have to deal with that guy's fucking bullshit again.
Don't blink. A mere moment separates real. Don't blink. A mere moment separates real and fake.
Death is your only destination. It ends here. It ends here. It ends here. Good show's about to start. Good show's about to start. Let the dance begin. Good show's about to start.
Battle mode activated.
God damn it.
Not done.
Let the dance begin.
Don't blink. A mere moment. Don't blink.
It ends here. Good show's about to start.
Don't blink. A mere moment separates real and
It ends here. It ends here. Good show's about to start. Good show's about to start. Good show's about to start. I create the machines to assist you.
Whatever. It's difficulty 2 and 3 that matter the most. Maybe I should finally build Mantis as well.
If this scene could be reenacted, what would be your choice?
Don't blink. Don't blink. A mere moment separates real and fake.
Good show's about to start.
Don't blink.
It ends here. It ends. Good show's about to start.
Please enjoy the show.
It ends here. Death is your only destiny. Good show's about to start.
Galactic dance.
Please enjoy the show. Good show's about to start. Good show's about to start. Good show's about to start.
Don't blink. A mere moment. Don't blink. A mere moment separates real and fake.
The revelry is over. Rest in peace.
quest. Don't blink. Don't blink. A mere moment separates. Don't blink. A mere moment separates real and fake. Don't blink. Don't blink. A mere moment separates real and fake.
It ends here. Please enjoy the show.
Don't blink.
Good show's about. Death is your only destination.
Don't blink. A mere moment separate. Don't blink.
Good show's about to start. Good show's about to start. Good show's about. Good show's about.
Let it dance.
Please enjoy the show. It ends. It ends here. It ends here.
Don't blink. A mere moment separates real and fake. Don't blink. A mere moment separates real and fake.
Good show's about to start.
Thought I was too hasty.
Don't blink.
Good show's about. It ends here.
Don't blink.
It ends here. Please enjoy the show. Death is your only destiny.
Let the dance begin.
Good show's about to start.
Let the dance begin. Let the dance begin. The revelry is over.
That was actually
Is there a
doable.
suitable mission for me?
Hmm. Hmm. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh my! Flowers for me! Have you mistaken me for some big name on stage? But sure, I'll accept them. Don't just stare at me. Enjoy the show! 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 Don't just stare at me. Enjoy the...
Please stay closer to me, Chief. I'll shield you from wind and rain.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
Mode switch. Action. Confirm.
At your service. Gonna work.
Today's performance is about to start. Get ready to laugh your head off.
This is
Got to face that boring, breathing bunch again. Execution time. I'll take this light.
Battle mode activated. Battle mode activated. This ends here.
I'll you later.
Time to die. Time to die.
Na 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 na. Dun 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 dun.
Battle mode activated. Battle mode activated. This ends here.
I found you.
I'll take this light. Time to die. I'll take this light.
Found ultimately later.
Battle mode activated. I'll take this light. Battle mode activated. Battle mode activated. Battle mode activated. Time to die. I'll take this light.
This is here.
I'll take
Battle mode activated.
I'll take this light.
Battle mode activated.
Time to die.
Battle mode activated. This is here. Battle mode activated.
I'll take this light. I'll take this light.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
Can we feel that
Dun
I'm
dun
still
dun
alive?
dun. Well, fuck that shit then. I tried my best. You're still here.
I'll relieve them of pain. Leave. I'll relieve them of pain. If this scene could be reenacted, what would be your choice?
I'm coming!
If you want to use me, be careful.
I really don't have any Fury Centers built, huh?
You really like being with me, don't you?
We don't need a healer.
It ends here. show. Death is your only. Please enjoy. It ends here. It ends. Good show's about to start.
Not over yet.
Good show's about to start.
Huh.
You. Victory at last.
The phone is ringing, my dear.
Who put a glass and roses on my grave?
I don't have much to contribute on the front line. I'll count on it's time for the toys to meet new friends. Do you want my mark?
Yyyy is here to conquer you!
Today's performance is about to start. Get ready to laugh your head off.
Go. Go.
Too noisy. Quiet.
Thank you for tuning in. Face your fear head on. This ends here.
You will thank me later.
Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Nevermore! Nevermore! Face your fear head on.
Too noisy. Quiet. Too noisy.
This ends here. This ends here. Nevermore! Thank you for tuning in.
Go.
Thank you for tuning in. The contorted faces and terrified screams are truly irresistible.
Didn't expect you.
Why won't you give up on this useless body? No miracles will happen to me anymore, right?
Please stay closer to me, Cheeks. I'll shield.